Welcome to the BRTMX podcast, talking all things dirt bike in Australia and around the world. Now tonight's host, Chris Butler, Chris Mills, and Jack Dwyer.
Hi, and welcome back to another episode of the BRT MX podcast. I am joined tonight by Chris Mills. Jacky D is in here tonight, so it's just Mills Bag and myself. Going to cover a lot of the motocross over the last 6 weeks, I think, since we've done one. So, Mills, how you been?
Busy, mate. Busy but good. Loving it.
Sunny states are all wrapped up for another year.
Yeah. Thank God. Just don't look at my results. We'll be right.
Well, you missed around, so your results don't help there. But
yeah, and just I didn't ride real good at Rocky either.
Yeah, I
struggled a little bit.
Yeah, I did too. I honestly was going into Rocky confident after all the racing I do there. I thought I was going to be all right. I did okay, but I thought I'd be a little bit better. And the second day ruined me. That sun and then the fog, dude, it was nasty. That's coming to the rollers. That sun was beaming down in my eyes. So,
and obviously, I'm not the best with vision anyway, so that really, really tweaked me. But yeah, I thought I would have rode better. I thought my fitness was a bit better, but yeah, I haven't ridden sand a lot this year either. I've only ridden it once, so it sort of bashed me around a bit. But yeah, is what it is.
Rocky's that track though where you really find your fitness. You'll find where you're at fitness wise. I reckon. Yeah. Well, I reckon I went there going, okay, they're longer motos. The track's going to be rough. It's going to be nasty. And then I reckon just mentally I went, so find your medium, find a nice, comfortable pace to ride at, which I still reckon was 2 to 3 seconds off of each lap time to what I could normally do there. Like if it was a club day, I can guarantee I'd be 3 seconds quicker. But in my mind, I was like, okay, these are long motos. I don't want to tire out, which my last lap was my quickest. So I left it all to the end. And then in Moto 2 on the next day, I come off the track. I wasn't even tired. I was just like, I reckon I rode it like 70%. I got a bad start too, so it was just coming through the field. But when I left Rocky, I was like, I'd love to do over again and just push it a little bit harder. I think I could have done better.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I felt like the first day I was probably a bit buggered, but it was just my hands were sore the second day. Like I really didn't push myself fitness-wise at all. I was probably riding 80-85%. Yeah. Realistically.
Did you like the split? Like one race practice and one race Saturday and then riding Sunday? Or
didn't mind it. I wouldn't say I loved it. I thought it was hard for bike setup and stuff like that and sitting around a lot. Like I find, especially the second day, like I struggle a bit first thing in the morning, getting stuck into it in the cooler weather with arm pump and all that sort of stuff. And then I come good for like the next 2 races during the day. So that sort of sucked. But yeah, it didn't really faze me. I probably should have done a second class, I reckon. Yeah. Clubman as well, I'd say. And then that way it would have been over the 3 days, but you still would have got the 2 races in each day.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I was kind of the same. I like to just adapt to the track. So, having raced, I don't know what we were, early mid race on Saturday after practice, and then we didn't race for the rest of the day, and then we were second out on day
Sunday.
2. I should have done a second class, rode the track a bit more. Not even worried about positioning in MX1, but just went out and rode it.
Track time.
Just track time, and then knowing the track, knowing how much it's changed. Because when we raced at race 1 to race 2, when they didn't really prep it that much, did little bits and pieces. But for our moto in race 2, the track was a little bit different.
Lines were definitely different. They'd blown out a lot further than where they were. There was probably a few more extra ruts, a lot more braking bumps too. I found like a lot more harsher braking bumps compared to the first day. obviously after that amount of bikes had gone through it. But yeah, it was good that they prepped the up ramps. But I just found that I didn't really didn't click with the track as well as I would have liked to have.
Yeah. My start in the first one, fourth into the corner, pretty happy with that. Just got bullied. Just let them push me around.
So you can say, how'd you get a good start like that? Did Jack Dwyer, mate, went straight to the back of the field.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I got a good start. I popped out in fourth and I was confident. And I reckon I don't know, a guy on a Honda put me nearly over the berm, just hit me, righto. And I sort of got me, yeah, righto, no worries, and went for it. And then Vossi's just chucked it in. Vossi didn't touch me. He just chucked it in. I just let him have that spot. And then I just fell backwards and backwards. I reckon I went back to 15, but then rode back to 10th. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it just took me 2 laps. And then even Kevy Smith come up to me. He's like, you're just too nice. You just let people take positions off you.
Not aggressive enough in the first couple of laps.
Yeah, well, I was like, right, that's it. On Sunday, I'm going to pull this whole shot. I'm just going to be aggressive. And as soon as I jumped out of the gate, I put my feet on the pegs, missed the pegs, landed on the brake, and I just stopped. I reckon I was dead last, man. If not, I'm probably not dead last, but I was definitely at the back. And then just
whole shot at the wrong end of the field, mate.
Oh, absolutely gut. My starts have been on point for weeks now. I've been nailing these starts, and then for some reason, I was just like,
when it counted, you turned to shit, cracked under the pressure.
I was so confident. But I think the event was good. The 3 days, having all the kids and stuff running around and having the pros, like normally Saturday and Sunday separation, and that was pretty cool to see everybody get to ride the nasty track and what they did. I think the Rocky Club, they did a great job of the track and the facility and everything was great. Pits were tight, but it is what it is. That's the amount of people in that area. There's nothing they could do. So I think everybody sort of did a great job. The Sunny State Committee and everybody. Yeah, I think it was a great event for a 3-day event, and they finished off the Queensland title. So,
yeah, I was pretty stoked with it. There was some good racing. It was good to watch. Good to have a lot of time to watch the racing and watch a lot of the other classes and actually get to ride a track that MX1 and MX2 have been on. And that's probably the difference for us too this year, is we haven't had. I don't think we've had a track anywhere near that rough this year.
No.
Compared to like the Saturday compared to the Sunday, so it was good. I thought they prepped it really well and it was a cracking event. So super excited with that. Just, wasn't happy with my own performance.
Yeah, I was a bit the same. I was a bit bummed. I had high expectations. I was a little bit confident and so it didn't work. But what about just the series in general?
I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed. Obviously, I missed around there at the start with the cyclone and all that sort of stuff. But I think the amount of new tracks we got to experience. Obviously, there was a shit ton of travel in there, like long distance for a lot of people. But I'd like to sort of do something similar again, maybe some similar tracks, so you already know the track a bit now. Like it was, it's just hard getting to know the track when you haven't been there for a club day or a practice day beforehand. So I'd probably, if I had it over again, I'd probably go do some practice days and that beforehand and do a bit more extra travel. But no, I reckon they ran it really well this year. I was pretty impressed with it.
Yeah, and
so, ran pretty sweet. They made. They had to make some hard decisions through the year with the weather and a few other things, and I thought, doesn't always go your way. There's probably only really one that I was upset with, but man, the way they've set out the whole series and the way it's ended, it's been pretty good.
Yeah, just Warwick being the one you get upset.
Yeah, just Warwick. Yeah, I wish we had a road Warwick. But like I said, they had some rough decisions to make, and they've still put on a pretty freaking good series. And all in all, you can't complain. I think they've done a really good job, and I hope that keeps moving forward the way they did, and we can have some more wicked tracks next year, and hopefully Rocky's in there again next year, maybe at the start of the season.
Yeah.
Throw Harvey Bay in there as well. Have a few extra sand tracks. So.
Yeah, I reckon too. If we can get Harvey Bay in there and get a couple extra, I don't know. I mean, they're probably the only 2 sand tracks in that region, in that area. Oh well, in Queensland, realistically, I'm just trying to think if there was any others. I mean, Warwick looked like it may have sand through it. Like we didn't get to ride it with the weather after a nice cruisy 8-hour drive to get cancelled on the morning. No, I mean, I get it. I was just annoyed. I would have loved to have raced it. So, but yeah, it is what it is. I don't know if they predicted that amount of rain. It's happened with the CQ series over and over this year. So the weather just keeps pissing us off. Rains on the wrong day.
Well, yeah, I think that's just it. Like it's hard for those guys to make those decisions too. But I think just with so many of them this year across both series, that's probably the hardest part, and that's probably what makes it worse for those guys. Is there was a few leading into it as well from other series, and just felt like a shitload was getting cancelled for rain. And I don't know, Warwick was probably rideable. It would have been really sloppy, but it was still probably rideable. But
yeah,
I
reckon.
Bring back some mud motos. Test everyone out a bit more.
Oh, dude! As soon as there's a little bit of rain or the ground's a little bit wet, things seem to get cancelled. But yeah. So we are.
I mean, Rocky, really stoked to see the amount of junior female riders there. And I must say, I reckon probably 2 or 3 of those classes put on some of the best battles all weekend. Battling for second and third position. Obviously, first in most of those classes ran away, but there were some really good battles for like 3 or 4 laps each moto, battling for second, third, swapping places, and that goes through a lot of the classes. But it was just good to see a lot of junior females coming through the sport and doing so well, racing both classes too. Like they were all across female classes plus the normal classes, and battling up there with the best of them.
Yeah, I have got one thing to say in the junior women's class. It was actually as you were packing up, you're about to leave, and then I just cheesed it, so I didn't even see you leave. Cadence Corney got the whole shot.
Oh no way!
Damn it! And I heard it come over. I heard Kevy say it. He's like, "I think that's Corney with the whole shot." And I went, "Oh shit!" So I run over, come screaming over. And Nicole was already on the march. She was walking towards me, walking towards the canteen, I guess, where I was standing. And I was like, right. So I went out and seen her, and I think she held second or held the lead for a while. And then I can't remember now. I think she stayed in second. The leader fell off in the race. And so I was cheering, and she rode past, and she's yelling at me, "Yeah, Tim Tams!" Yeah, and she was trying. So,
concentrate on your race, not the Tim Tams.
This was after the race. It wasn't intense because I was with Nicole. And we were just watching her, and it was just intense. I wanted her to do well, and she did it. And I was just like, she held it up. She didn't fall off. Rough track. The leader went down. I'm pretty sure when the leader went down, I put it back to second. So she finished second in there, and then there was the next race. She whole shot it again. So she got
nice. So she nailed them. Good on her.
She'll be on to me about 2-pack. I think she's got 2 now to my 1. So
that's a family pack, that one, mate. Don't worry about 2. Just buy the family pack.
So congratulations.
Take a out of each one. Throw them back in the bag.
So congratulations to her. She's going to get a set of Tim Tams coming her way.
Well, she was actually one of the ones that battled really well on the Friday as well. Her and another girl. For 3 laps, swapped positions probably 2 times each lap, and it come down to the last corner, and she was trying to make a lunge, and she was just too nice. And as she come past, I'm like, "Dive bomber, take her out!" No, we're not allowed to. She reckons. I'm like, you can just take away all the track you need. So
she's she's doing really well. She's actually, I mean, she's a young rider, and I get to see her ride everywhere we go. So she's actually. Her progression's been really good this year. So, really cool to see her get a couple of hole shots. And I can almost guarantee she is going to be bailing me up and letting me know at the next one.
Good way to finish the sunny states with a bag of Tim Tams.
Yeah,
get a hole shot over Chris O, who comes second last off the
start. Dude. And then Keegan, her brother, he was back racing this weekend too. So he did his shoulder at Rocky Club Day. And then his first race back was at Rocky at the Sunny State. So that dude's a ball of energy and a nice kid. So it's cool to see him back racing too. So and obviously Nicole was out there once again with her mixed media crafts, taking photos. You would have seen him on social media. Get on, get some photos. Help support her. So she's
Yep,
out
does
there.
a pretty good job for the whole series, doing all of the social media stuff and, getting some cracking photos. Obviously got a couple of the no prep team with the chainsaws on the back of the ute there, so that was pretty cool. It's good to see people bringing that back to the tracks. Getting loud and rowdy, supporting everyone. I know that when I come past them in last position, they gave me enough hype to get to second last, so I was pretty stoked with that. Thanks, boys. But no, it was good to see, like people out there cheering as well. And
yeah, that was cool. Every lap, man, I'd come around, I could hear him. I'm looking over at the pit board. Cody had something like,
Have my babies,
have my kids or something. I couldn't read it when I was racing. Every lap I was trying to look at it, and then I'm like, the boys are cheering me on every lap, man. I was just like, oh yeah, give them the nod. Yeah, I'm going quick. It was cool. It was cool to have the no prep boys there.
I could hear them. There's no way I was looking right. The ruts were too fucking big and too chattery. I looked right. I was going over the handlebars. I was turning right. Don't look. Just hear him. Just hear him. Go straight. Go straight.
Oh no! I was looking, having a chuckle. So that was cool. Yeah, it was cool. That photo that they Nicole got of them, all on the back of the ute cheering on. That's cool. That was good. They did have chainsaws there Sunday, didn't they?
Yeah, on the Sunday, and I know that the Voss family had an air horn on Saturday. Near the finish line, coming around.
That's cool.
Toot, toot,
yeah, that's awesome.
Young Liv, so yeah, that was cool.
Actually, yeah, Liv Voss is another one that she rode well as well.
Yeah,
watching the young girls come up is awesome, man. So yeah, I even said to Vossi, was standing beside me when she was racing. I was like, hey, she was doing really, really well. I think they need more of those just girls classes in the juniors. I know they get the girls class in the seniors, but in the juniors they don't get it. So
no.
I reckon most of the women would have loved it. And there was a lot there. There was a lot of girls there.
And like a lot of those girls are racing in the normal classes with all the boys and the males and that week in, week out. But just to have their own race probably gives them a lot more confidence when they're just battling with their own people and not. They sort of know more so on the track where they are too. Like you're not got 40 in the field and you're only racing against sort of 8 other females. At least this way it was the 20 females or whatever it was. So
that was cool. No, good on them. I think they got the Go Girls too. They got a Go Girls event.
Go Girls series. I'm not sure if it's the 3 events or just back to 1 event this year.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I don't know what they do there.
Just a 1 weekend thing, but I'm not sure where it is. I haven't looked. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I think it's happened. I did see it on the calendar, so I haven't looked into it too much, but that was definitely cool. The senior classes. Let's move on to a couple of senior classes. Crawford wrapped him up. Number 1 Queensland plate, I guess.
Not without being pushed to the finish. Him and Toddy had a good battle in the 450 class. So it was good to see 2 oldest blokes out there battling, and they were no slouches either. They were pulling gap on the rest of the field. So
Todd Waters just must froth that track. Every time he's there, man, he's just on the bopper, eh, Toddy?
He rides unreal there, eh? And just the way him and Crawford were just going through those rollers, 2 completely different styles. Toddy's rear wheel was just dropping right down in there. He's standing right up super quick, and then Crawford was just sort of skimming 2/3 of the way across the top of him, and how fast they were going, just unreal.
Yeah, it was good too. I did with Zach Watson. He was hanging with him for a bit. I thought it was going to be a 3-way battle. And I got to catch up with Zach. I was just under Mama Joe's tent and having a chat with Mama Joe in the Arb. It must have been Sunday Arb, and Zach and Trav Olander come over.
Oh, yeah.
So got to meet him and have a chat with them 2 boys. I about to get the Rising boys, so they're about to get on the road and head home. So,
and Zach rode impressive. I think in that second moto too, like he didn't get the best start, but he reeled that gap back in. Yeah, about 2/3 of the way through the moto, and then I think it just sort of settled down, and they stayed that same distance. But he was on fire, man. Like he was really moving through the field, make some of those passes early on.
Yeah, I think he was saying he was struggling a little bit with arm pump. So he said he doesn't normally get it.
Jeez.
He said
Jeez. Didn't look like it. Right.
He obviously hasn't. I'll show him what's struggling.
I might have to get some arm pump if that's how fast you go with it.
He said he struggled a little bit with arm pump. I think So anyway, that was cool to see them. But Toddy did not lose any time. Like he just sat behind Croft that whole moto. I was sort of hoping that Todd might have got the whole shot over him just to see how spicy things could get. Like if then Crawford sits behind him, or if Crawford's just hitting his marks and Todd's out. It would be interesting to see. So
obviously, I'm pretty sure Crawford made a mistake or in one of the S-bends out the back in the first moto, and Toddy got back past him. And then, I think it was like a lap and a half he kept in front before Crawford got him again in the first one. But it was spicy, It was cool.
Yeah. No, that was cool. That was cool to see. What was also cool to see was Toddy Waters on the 250.
Oh, bro. Just whole shot and gone. And I reckon he was nearly quicker on that bike than the 450.
Yeah.
And then to see him to slap the old number plate over the finish line was pretty cool too.
I think there was a bit of shade thrown out. A little bit of shade.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with them bikes.
No, definitely nothing wrong. He proved there's nothing wrong with that bike on the weekend, I can tell you that now. It was fast.
Yeah, it was fast.
So,
I think the second moto, both Raceline Husqvarna bikes, 1 and 2, whole shot and second out of the gate. So those bikes, they fast. They're real fast.
Yeah, don't know what happened to Rumans. He died off a little bit, whether he had an accident or whatever, but he
crashed. Yep.
Yeah, he had a good start, but obviously backed off there. But I would say probably one of the highlights for the 250s for me was Olander, the way he rode. He was on fire as well, Like for a privateer rising motorcycles bike, he was definitely moving, and even after that big get off down the back in the second moto, like he still got up and then pushed hard again. But that first moto he was on it as well.
Yeah, he's another one. He's actually been impressive this year, Trav. Like he has been really impressive. So that Rising Motorsports team with Watson and Trav, they must be doing something right on that trial, because I think they've both stepped it up. Zach Watson especially has stepped it up.
Oh.
Rumor is Zach Watson he'll be going to a factory team next year.
Sure.
Almost.
Like with what he's done this year on that bike, that's pretty well semi-privateer.
Yeah,
he's definitely stood up. Like definitely stood up this year. Deserves it if there's one out there for him, eh?
Yeah. He for sure, and he'll be. Well, I definitely know he's had offers for factory teams. So
he's definitely been up there in the last few nationals rounds as well. Like he's been battling with those guys up the front as well, pushing them, getting some really good finishes. So
he's 5th or something in the championship.
Yeah.
But it was cool. It was cool, man, to see Zachy. He's from up this way, so it was cool to see him come back. And I don't know how many. I don't think he's done too many Sunny State rounds. I don't know how many he's done, but it was cool to see him back there at Rocky having a run. So But it was definitely the highlight. I had 2 highlights of the whole Sunny State weekend. None of them was my riding, but one of my favourite ones was obviously Todd Waters on the 250, winning that. Just a little bit of stuff going on in the pits.
A little bit of friendly banter there, just letting people know that that bike can actually win a race.
Just letting somebody that probably used to ride that bike, that there's nothing wrong with it. So
no stirring intended.
So that was cool. A little bit of and then the second highlight of the whole weekend was Jacky D with his start in the first moto.
Oh,
MX1.
Bro.
I just
was
said
it P4, I think, out of the start, and then just got absolutely fucking annihilated. Come around the first lap finish, and he was like dead last. He wasn't quite dead last. He actually held his own for a fair bit, but talking about getting completely bashed. Holy shit. Turn 3, nearly got put over the berm.
The best part about it is I don't know where he finished in that moto, but I'm pretty sure it was close to last. But from 4th to last. And he come in still smiling, just like going, stock Yamaha gets the starts over the factory boys. Like
Yeah.
Funny as hell.
Don't worry about results, just worry about the start, boys. And he was shit talking on the line too, and there was a heap of blokes like just focused. We're getting the start. He's up there just, we'll stop for a beer halfway, talking shit, and then comes out and just smokes them on the start. It's probably why he got punted at turn 3. Someone's like, I'll give you have a fucking beer, mate. Get off the track.
But the second moto, he still got a good start. I think he was 6th. And then Thomas Wood just give him a little love, going up the up ramp at 3. And
no.
Yeah, and then Jacky D had old Ejecto Cedo. So
shit! Few on I left before that one. That sucks.
Yeah, I think he popped out in 6th, so he still got another good. He just got the best jump out of the gate, took off, and then it might have been the second lap going up the up ramp of that tabletop. Thomas Wood just come in and just tapped him on the up ramp. I don't know if their race line. You know how many ruts there would have been going up there. Whether they shared a run,
come together by accident or something.
Yeah. But all you could see was Jack's bike sitting on the top of the tabletop, and Jack's come down the side of the tabletop, pops his head back up like a kangaroo on a spotlight, and then runs back onto his bike. But old Ejecto Cedo,
nice,
bailed out again. So 6th to last again. So good on him, but
good odds.
But that fourth start, I would have loved to be in his brain when he come around the first corner. Or that second corner, but at the step up there, and then just being in 4th position on MX1 and just knowing the angry field behind you.
When I seen him come through that first corner and he started to drift wide, I thought, he's going to back off here, but he just held her, and just full wound it right into the next corner. I'm like, holy shit, Jacky D's on her.
Oh yeah, because Trent Marr gave him some love too, didn't he?
Yeah, that was in the turn before the rollers, when he was going backwards. I think it was third, coming in there for the third run through. Yeah. And I seen Trent he made the move the lap before, got jammed up behind Jacky D and someone else, and then he must have been able to get past because they were riding really wide, and then he's come into the last corner and just fucking going straight for his front tyre. And you see him lock up the rear, get on the gas, and then just shakes his head like, get out of the way, mate. You're pissing me off.
I could imagine. It would have been so much better if he took his front wheel out. Like, I would have loved.
Yeah. Just see Jacky D taste the soil and Trent come out the other side. Bye. See ya.
Bit of love there.
Do a better job next time, Trent,
Yeah, next time take him out. So, anything else on the Sunny States? Do you think they'll run the Queensland series, the Queensland titles in it again next year? I hope so.
I thought that was good. I think it's good. It just keeps the the likes of Crawfords and all those sort of guys that have a busy year already and probably concentrate more on nationals. It's good to see them turn up to nearly all the events. I think you only missed one. Hopefully it drags in more guys longer to the series, and you don't just get a one-off person come in that's really good at that track and then have a good race meet and smoke everyone just at that track, but then can't race the other 5. You know what I mean? So makes it a bit more spicier.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, I don't mind it. I got no problems if they do it again. Me personally, I sort of would like to see if they're going to do it, potentially maybe dropping one round, drop your worst round or something. So just, you don't have to, because, we do a lot of racing, and then if you're doing, I'm talking from a point of view of, I'm a long way. Only one race was within an hour for me at Rocky. Other than that, every other race was well and truly over 5 to 6 hours travel.
Yeah.
Then Kilcoy, Warwick, Toowoomba, Goondiwindi, they were all 6, 7. And there's people up north as well, further than where I am. I would probably like to see maybe one down there in the sunny states, in, let's say, Toowoomba or Warwick or whatever. Another one at Rocky. If it's just those two, that's fine in the sunny series, but I'd like to see a third one up further. And I know they've got to get the tracks there and whether or not people will travel, and they probably won't like it. It'd just be nice to see one, even if it's not part of the sunny states, but part of the Queensland titles. Maybe chuck it in with the North Queenslands, and one CQ round is a Queensland title. Mix it up a little bit. Um,
Yep.
but if they come out and said, "Hey, we're doing the same thing we did last year," I still got no issues with it. Yeah, it would just be, I don't know. Maybe the people up north get a bit of an opportunity. I could guarantee if they say they're going to take one up to maybe just Mackay, they're going to go to Gun Valley at Mackay. We're going to have a Queensland title at Gun Valley. You're going to see a lot more Mackay people come down and race the others because they know there's going to be a round at home. So it may bring more people to it. And I know that people down south don't particularly like to travel, but I think after the weekend at Rocky, if they've never been to Rocky before, I can guarantee that
They'll want to come back.
Oh man, it's Rocky's soil, Rocky's track is, I think it's one of the best. It's one of my favorite.
Definitely tracks, a track that can run over multiple days too, with prep wise. Like even if they had to prep every night, they could still do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it would be good to see somewhere like Gum Valley at Mackay. Never ridden there, obviously. That'd be pretty cool. Something up there. Even Mackay racetrack's actually a pretty good track, and I think they can prep that pretty well as well. I think if they had planned it and whatnot, I don't think it'd be a bad idea to have places like that in it. So, I mean, we travelled all the way to Goondiwindi on the border this year, so it'll be, shares a bit of love around and gets more tracks involved, and like you say, brings a lot more people from further up north down to it if they've got some closer tracks as well.
Yeah, possibly. I don't know if it'll ruin it at the same time. Going north, like it may just people, because I mean most of them are from down south, but that most of the races are down south too. So, I think Plathy and like he's, I don't know, he might be up at Cairns. I don't know where Plathy's from, but I know he's up a lot further than where I am at Gladys. So, I think he did most of them. I didn't see him at Rocky. Now I mentioned his name, but anyway, look, it is one of those things where. They move it up north. They change it around a little bit. Whether it affects it or not, and affects numbers, would be interesting to see. That's me. I'm not fussed either way. I think they did a good job this year. Just 6. Yeah, by the last round, I was getting pretty tired and I'm running out of funds real quick. So
save more money, mate. Save more money. That's a you problem.
that is 100%. I don't get paid enough to race. My team boss doesn't pay me enough at BRT. So. Anyway, talking of, let's jump onto the motocross series. Our guy, one of my favourite riders, Jed Beaton, gone.
Yes, super bummed about that. He was riding so good. Definitely looking like taking the championship without a doubt. 2 rounds to go, and then practice crash and broken femur. Agreed.
I think it was his, and I think it was a toss-up between Jed and Jed Beaton, and what's the other?
Webster.
Webster, there it is. Webster for MX and Nations as well. So, cool battle, like them two battling is, in my mind, I know Webster, they train together, but in Webster's mind, he must just be rubbing his hands together going, thank you. Got some bonus checks coming my way, and probably a championship.
And probably another shot at MX and Nations with the boys.
Yeah. So, he would jump now into that number 1 seat now, I'd imagine.
Has to,
So
I think too, even with his big crash at the start of the season, he never give up. Like he still pushed all year, took some wins, like really made him work for it to get to this point. So it's, in a way, it's probably because those two were pretty well just out in front of everyone else. So it's going to, hopefully he just doesn't run away now and not be challenged. Hopefully someone else like Crawford and that will be right where Beaton was. I know they've done a pretty good job being up there this year, but I just feel like Webster and Beaton have been that little bit in front of the rest of the pack, and they've just kept it spicy because they've been toe-to-toe all year. Just absolutely toe-to-toe.
Yeah, I think Webster... Nathan Crawford's close to him in the points. Like he's not enough out in front to just mosey on home. Like he's going to have to ride, and Crawford is...
Oh, yeah. He's still going to have to try and win
Yeah.
Because if Crawford wins, then there's a whole new ball game. So
Yeah. Yeah. And obviously in the MX2, in my opinion, it's just boring. MX2 is boring. Just, I don't know. Brody Connolly starts, race, win, sort of thing. So I think it's just one of those classes. I don't know. I just find the MX2 to be a little bit boring. Like the racing's cool. It's probably hard to see on TV because they sort of don't. The broadcast doesn't really go for the battles. Like yeah.
Yeah.
If there's a good, that could be a good battle on track. TV doesn't necessarily show all that. You just see
no.
Brody Connolly just wiping the floor with everybody. So
I mean, Ferguson and Kingsford and that have put in a pretty good effort the last few. They've been right up there pushing him, and especially Warwick, where he had Conley had to sort of come through the field after going down first turn. I didn't get to see Canberra though. Unfortunately, I missed that one. So
yeah. I just think the Kingsford boys are both of them are just they haven't come out of nowhere. They've always been around, but this year I think they've both excelled dramatic. Like they are just on it. So
yeah,
but yeah, the Brody Connolly just gone.
yeah.
Like, the dude's a weapon. So I'm going to go with next year for Brody Connolly. Where do you see him next year? He's either going to step up to the 450. Sure, he's not going to stay there for another year in the 250. Surely, do you see him step up to the 450 class, or does he go overseas? Basically,
Well, he's definitely good enough to go overseas. Yeah, but it'll be cool to see him step up to the 450 class here and throw another spanner in the works and have those guys have an extra guy up there with them.
yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, he stuck it to him at Toowoomba. He was on the 250 and MX1.
Yeah.
He stuck it to Webster.
yeah, he was moving.
Yeah.
It's just whether or not he can throw the 450 around as good as he can do the 250 or ride it as smooth as he needs to be up
Yeah,
there
that's
with them.
right. Yeah, it's a different beast. It's but skill wise, he's definitely got it for that.
Yeah.
So they are Toowoomba this weekend. Bit of
Yes.
rain scheduled, I think, for Toowoomba.
Yeah, for tomorrow and up until Wednesday. I think there's some down this coast way, Brisbane way, but yeah, I'm not sure if it's directly over Toowoomba or not. But yeah, there is rumours there's rain down this way.
Yeah, so wouldn't be Toowoomba without a bit of rain. So every time I go there, it rains. So
It'll be interesting to see how KJ goes.
oh, dude, you got to back him in, right? Every time
Got
you go
him.
to Toowoomba,
He's just so good there. He's so good there.
yeah,
So
he's I'll put him in the KJ. I'll put him in for a whole shot, and then top 5 for sure, even top 3.
yeah, I was going to say I reckon he's podium material at Toowoomba every day of the week.
The dude can whip a start there. Just
Yeah.
and pluck a start out of nowhere. So that's him. So Jed beaten out for CDR. I don't know where Maxima Purvis is, whether he's back yet this weekend. I haven't heard.
I did see a sneaky rumour that number 9's back this weekend.
Number 9, I do believe is back.
Yes.
Tanty
Big Tanty.
is back.
So it's going to be interesting to see how fit and healthy he is back on the bike. So he might be the next contender for Webster.
Well, that was the other thing I was thinking. Maybe he could chuck his 2 cents in and maybe help Crawford take a win
possibly.
away from to get in there. I mean, we're hoping. We all know what skill level Tanty's got, but coming back from an injury of his to, even if he's in the top 7, that's still a great. Even top 10, I think that's still great. At the end of the day, for him, no expectations coming in. Like it's not like he's done the season. So
when you look at the top 7 to 10 guys, none of those guys are slouches, and at any time, if they're having a really cracking good moto, they can win.
Oh, dude! But you take out Webster, and beat him, and then just say they weren't there. With the motocross series would just be unbelievably good racing in the MX1.
Oh,
like it's
the next 7 blokes are on top of each other all race.
yeah. And you got the old dogs in there. You're talking Gibbsy and Waters.
Yep.
They're still in there mixing it up with the boys. Which actually, I think Waters is going again next year. So why not? There's no one beating him, so you might as well keep racing. So
yeah, that's right.
I think Gibbsy. I've got a sneaky suspicion Gibbsy may not be there. I think this might be it for Gibbs.
Yep.
Just from a few rumours that I've heard. I don't know how true they are, but so that'll leave a KDM seat available
Ooh.
For somebody.
For somebody.
Which I've heard a few things, so looking forward to seeing what happens there. So anyway, yeah, Toowoomba, and then of course we're going to QMP.
Yep.
So
and lucky for us, we get to be there at QMP. We're racing the Saturday for the vets class. So
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, this will put us in a bit of perspective. The old nationals at QMP. Last year I had a blast. I loved it last year. I think I was eighth or something last year. I can't remember. I think I was finished eighth.
I enjoyed last year, but I jarred my knee and
You were dog shit.
Sort of turned to shit after that because I was scared because I had a medical for work coming up. So past that medical now, mate. Past probation, we're good to go.
I think, because I remember last year we went up to the gates and we were full boga and everyone's got their mechanics and stuff, and you and I were there. It was just you and I, wasn't? We had no one with us, so we just
no one was just smack talking.
Left no mechanics. So when we had to go pick our gate, we had to take our bike in, so we just dumped our bikes out the front, wandered in, prepped our gates, go back and get our bikes.
Get the bike.
At least for the second moto you didn't race, so you were my mechanic for that. So.
Yeah, so I helped you on the second one. So.
I
enjoy that track too. Like it's a really fun track. The soil's good. I've ridden there. Like I felt comfortable on the bike every time I've ridden there. So I'm definitely looking forward to going back there again in a week's time.
I hope we just get some good weather there because I know the sunny states. When we rode it last year, we had 3 rounds there with sunnies, Queenslands, and nationals. So we rode there 3 times last year. Now, for you and I on the Saturday at Sunny States, track was unbelievably good.
Yeah.
Sunday, fucking belted down rain. I think I did 1 lap, and I was like, nah, I raced it yesterday. Yeah, this is shit. Pulled in like a little fairy. The rest of the day was... did they call it? I can't remember what they did now.
They did, I think, after 1 moto, wasn't it? They did 1 round and then went, we're done.
Yeah, it kept raining. I can't remember now.
Yeah.
And then Queensland, did it rain? Or it might have been I can't remember if it was Nationals or Queensland. It was wet again. But I think it was Queensland's, but it dried out for day 2 and 3. I can't remember now. But I just know that some of those points at the bottom of the hills where the water runs through was just wet. So hopefully we get a nice track there.
Bit of rain this weekend. Soak in really well.
Yeah.
Prep the track mint for the week after and just have awesome conditions.
Yeah. Have you got racing between then?
No.
That's this week. No. Next weekend, yeah.
It's literally next weekend. So I'm working this weekend and then, I'll do my first day off on Thursday. I'll sneak to Tin Can for some practice and then I'll wash and put everything back in the van and head off Friday lunchtime.
Yep, I'll be there by then, I reckon. MXGP. Let's go to MXGP.
Oh. Well, more so the EMX 250 class with the 3 Aussies in it. I've been keeping up with this. Pretty stoked with how the fellas are going. So since last podcast, I think they've had 4 rounds. The oldest one was France. And, the boys. I'm not sure what's happened to Alexanderson the last couple of weeks, but the last 2 rounds. But Owens and Cannon are still in there. But, for France... Owens finished top out of the 3 boys, so him and Cannon both come pretty good races actually. Cannon finished P6 overall, and Owens was P5, and Anderson was P23. So he had a good moto and then an average moto. They both and then both Owens and Cannon were inside the top 10 for both theirs. Owens had a 5.7 and Cannon 8.9, and then obviously a week later. Cannon had a bit of a shocker, I believe. I'm not sure if he went down early in the motor or not. From memory, it's a few weeks ago now, but he ended up P20 overall. Owens was P5 and Alexanderson P36. Owens and Cannon both consistently towards the top 10, except for that one from Cannon. But the big news is a week later in Great Britain, Cannon actually P3 podium for the day. Had 3-4 motos, and Owens was P6 overall with 7 7s. So it was good to see Cannon get up on the podium. I think that might be his. I think that was his first podium, and his teammate was first that weekend from memory. And then, last weekend, just gone, both Cannon and Owens, P8 for Owens, P10 for Cannon again. So those guys over there consistently punching inside the top 10 and putting it to the world's best in the MX250 class. So, Cannon obviously last weekend at Finland, it was sand track. He was 4th in the first moto. He must have had a shocker in the second one. He was 20th, but still ended up 10th overall. So, potential there to nearly podium again if he didn't have a shock in the second one. But not sure what happened to Alexanderson, if he's injured. If anyone knows, let us know. But he hasn't been to the last 2 rounds, so hopefully he's all right. And, But no, it's good work to see these Aussies over there absolutely putting in a cracking effort and consistently around that top 5, top 10 area.
Yep. Cool. So they would be, that class, it would come to the MXGP in Australia?
Yes. I think so.
So are they in the class they race in? Is it the MX2 or is it like the...
No, it's EMX2. Yeah, it's like MX3 here. So EMX 250. Yeah.
Because when it comes to Australia, I know there's a lot of wild cards racing in it.
Yes.
So I'm super keen to see how the Aussies, because we've got a lot of great riders, and especially in Owens, all the Cannon kids. To be honest, we obviously got to meet their granddad on the weekend, so he was one proud granny. He was watching Lewis race at the Sunnies, so it was cool to have a chat with him. But the Aussie boys, like Aussie motocross, like I know the Lawrences are setting the pace. You've got Westy over there still, Brad. He raced the last nationals. It's just good to see a few Aussies out there racing out there at the best in the world. So, along with obviously you and I, at the end of the year, we get to go race the best in the world. So, put our names in there as well. No big deal. But when the MXGP does come to Australia, the likes of Todd Waters, Cody O'Lean, is that his name? Cody O'Lean,
yeah, he's in there in the. Yep.
Jed Alsop, Travis. Trav's going to be Travis Olander, Byron Dennis. So there's heaps of them that I've seen so far. They're just some of the names.
Yeah, there's 15 of them so far. I think 5 for each class.
Okay,
so far that have been announced on Motorcycling Australia.
Yep. Taylor McCutcheon for the women's. She's going to be racing. Maddie Simpson, Darce Wiley. Can't wait to see how she goes over there. So I'm sure there's more than that. They're just sort of the ones off the top of my head that are
so you got McCutcheon, Simpson, Emily Lambert from South Australia, Leah Rimbus from WA, and obviously Darcy Wally as well. Deacon Pace on the Triumph with Travis Olander, Seth Morrow, Byron Dennis, Jed Alsop, and then in the MXGP, Cody O'Lean, Jacob Sweet from Victoria, Hugh McKay from Tassie, Cooper Holroyd from New South Wales, and Todd Waters so far.
Good.
So be interesting to see who else gets a spot in there, if any of the Team Honda boys or anyone like that get in there.
Yeah, look, I want to see Brody Connolly. I want to see Brody Connolly get in there. That'd be cool. Yeah.
I know that obviously in the MXGP, normally there's only like about 20 on the grid, so there's plenty of room in that class. I'm not sure how many they've got vacant on the grid for MX2.
Yeah, like the wild cards.
I think it's normally got a lot more in that class than...
Yeah.
But they've got, saying here, MXGP Australia, where they will have for the program. They got MXGP, MX2, MX Women's, and MX3 class.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no EMX 250. I'm guessing that MX3 is going to be like a mix of the MX 250 guys and all that. It's 14 to 18 years old, so it's similar to MX3 from Pro MX.
Yeah. No, gotcha. Oh, that's cool.
And I know they're doing a state challenge as well for junior riders, I believe. So there's like 5 riders or 10 riders from each state for like, I think it's 85 and 125 class for Australia at the MXGP as well here in Australia.
Yeah, I've heard that.
I've seen they've been nominated, like putting those teams up on as socials as well lately. So
how many do you know? Do you know any of the boys there? Like the Xander Kruik? Any word whether he's?
I haven't seen the Queensland team yet, but I have seen a few of the others.
Yep. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Looking forward to them just bringing MXGP to Australia, and then some of the people, getting in there to give them a run. So we'll see what happens there. Moving right along, we're running out of time, so just touch base quickly on the Supercross in Australia. Like, there's still so many events in Australia for the rest of this year. If you take MXGP, we've still got World Supercross are going to be at the Goldie, the Australian Supercross and AusX Open. Between and still 2 rounds of nationals. So,
there's still a shit ton till the end of the year.
Yeah, man, there's so much racing. Anyway, AusX Open, Lawrence boys are locked in.
Cole Davies is locked in.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a cracker as well. There's obviously going to be other guys announced shortly. Not sure whether Cooper Webb and those guys are going to do it as well, because you've got the likes of Tomac, Webb, Vial, Roxon, all locked in for World Supercross at the Gold Coast. So I think they're not too many weeks apart. So whether they're going to all try and do the AusX Open as well, hopefully that'll be mint.
Oh, that'd be so cool. I think we put a petition out to get Deegs over. I've heard a few rumours that Deegan potentially could be coming over, and then people blow it out of proportion. Oh, if he comes to Australia, he's going to be on a 450 and blah 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 blah. blah. But if they could, pull
if they're sending Cole Davies over from the same team, they can send Deegs package deal. That would be epic.
Yeah, and then it's because it's right at the end of the year, so. I think a lot of those riders are off contract, so I don't know how many. Deegan obviously isn't, and Cole Davies isn't, but like the likes of most of the 450 riders, they're all off contract. So I don't know what bikes they're going to be on, or if they finish out the whole year. With you take Tomac, if the rumours are true, he's going to KTM. Does he come to Australia on a KTM? Or is he still
get practice on it, or? Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, so that'll be interesting to see. But I think the AusX Open round will be looking like it could get some good numbers. So, looking forward to definitely bring back the old Supercross season. Love Supercross. So
yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah, and then the World Supercross. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen with that series? It's up and down and in and out, and whatever else. So, but. Yeah. Hey, moving on to the motocross in America. Unless you got anything else on the Supercross in Australia until something happens.
Nah, just that if someone wants to throw me a ticket for World Supercross or AusX Open, yeah, mate, I'll take one for free.
Hey, well, we'll send them an email, see if we can get media passes. And we'll do something. AMA motocross. I'm telling you, I've said it at the beginning of the season, watch out for Hunter Lawrence. What's he doing? He's just making it happen. Maybe not last weekend, but all season that dude's been there.
Spring Creek the week before, battling with Jet. They go 2-1, 1-2. He was impressive. He was very impressive.
Yeah.
Obviously a little bit off the pace, week just gone, but... yeah, man, I just think how spicy that class is now with Sexton being back on pace, pushing, you got those top 4 are just insane. Like, So good.
Yeah, Sexton coming back and, like he was celebrating. Like, yeah, don't get me wrong, he rode well and he won. Did he?
Yeah, he won. He won
Yeah.
with Shergill.
Yeah. So, but I don't know. I felt like Jet made a mistake, and then the second one he passed him. So Jet went 3, didn't he? He finished 3rd, but he made that mistake behind Sexton when he fell off.
Yeah, Jet was P2, but he went 1-3 or 3-1.
3-1. So
and Sexton was 1-2.
Like, don't get me wrong. Yes, Sexton beat him in that moto, but Jet went down. That was my take from it. And then when Jet didn't go down, he beat him.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I did hear that because I watched a few of the press conferences and stuff like that as well. Sexton saying that he made a change, and I don't know why the fuck you would when you rode so well in the first one, why you go change your clickers, and then he reckons he wasn't quite as comfortable in the second one. But again, just could be all talk. Who knows? But I don't know. Like I just felt like even in that first one, when like even if Jet had more time, I don't think he would have caught him. Like he was definitely looked a lot more smoother. Sexton did on the bike compared to Jet.
Yeah.
Jet looked like he's a bit more uncomfortable than what Sexton was. Just Sexton's bike just looked balanced, grounded. The move he made on Hunter around the outside just railed that fucking corner through the trees was pretty epic.
No respect.
None whatsoever. I was like, holy shit. And like the shadows going through there and the way they were just on the bopper still, just crazy good.
No, that's cool. It's good to see. I like to see that. I like to see Sexton coming back and challenging Jet. I do. Obviously, I want Jet to win. I want Hunter to win, being Aussies, but we also want to see them be challenged, have those battles.
Yeah, like definitely. And same like the 250 class, man, with Shimoda putting it to Deegan. Obviously Martin the week before. So
that was just the highlight of my week, Martin.
Yeah, bro.
I was listening to Gypsy Tales and I was listening to his brother, his podcast, and I don't know if you listen. Have you heard that one yet?
Yes.
Gypsy? Yeah. So I was listening to that podcast. Obviously, it was weeks prior to the Nationals, but man, I was stoked. I was stoked to see him win that motor and in dominant form too. So that was freaking awesome.
Yeah, it's not
what a way to go out.
Yeah, he rode really well. Like just super comfortable. Did it easy. It looked like he did it easy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's just riders that I've watched for years and years watching Supercross, and to see he was always one too. That was always been there. Like, and to go out like that was cool. There's not too many riders that go out like that.
No.
So.
Especially with the injuries he's had and over his career, and it's nearly like one of those guys that he's probably spent more time with injuries than on the bike. So for him to come back and then go out on a high, win the moto, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's so freaking awesome. Did you see in the media this week, on the last couple of days, that if Deegan clinches the championship, they're saying he could ride the last round on a 450?
No,
yes, the green light. Man, they are pushing hard to get this kid on a 450.
Yeah, well,
Just let him drive.
So many mixed stories. Like you listen to Brian Deegan's social media and all that, and he's like, "Nah, it's not going to happen." And even when he was talking to Gypsy Tales, not going to happen.
Yeah.
Then you see so much fucking shit stirring on social media, and like that Wygant saying they heard from Bobby Reagan, and fucking it's going to happen. And so, man, I can't. If I honestly, like everyone else has said, what's the benefit to it? I can't see him rushing it and doing it. I don't think he's got any interest in it. Not with SMX coming up, and he could win another fucking $1 million pays check for winning this thing. Like, go do one round and then get punted by fucking Barsh or Anderson or someone and fuck his career for the rest of the year. Like,
yeah.
Well, Anderson's out now for a bit, I think, again with health issues, but
I
just don't see it happening. Not this year. I think it's just the media trying to spice things up. Probably trying to get another good fucking Instagram post out of him talking about fucking flopping his schlong out.
Oh, dude. Someone's got to take control of that, right? Like, that guy's out of control. Like,
It makes for really good media. It really does, and it makes for good banter. But yeah, they just it's just people taking shit over the top. I don't think it's going to happen. I think he's just going to concentrate on finishing out his year, winning as many races, getting as many paychecks, and then jumping over.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to do Supercross again on the 250. So just stay on your 250, mate. When you finish your Supercross series next year, I'd imagine he's going to go to 450 for outdoors. Worry about it then. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't like to see it. I would like to see him just stay on his 250, even if he clinches it early, goes to the last round, tries to win it. Just go out and win it on your 250, man. Like, step up for one race for no particular reason at all. So, apart from the problem is if he goes out and on the 450 gets injured, you're right. Your SMX playoffs, they're fucked.
Yeah. And, there's nothing saying he won't, if he does step up for that one race, gets a cracking start, and he's battling with Jet, Sexton, Tomac, in amongst the mix of it. He's not the sort of person that's going to go, I've got to go back to a 250 in a week's time and win the SMX. He's going to go, fuck yeah, I'm up here, I'm going for it.
Yeah.
And then, potentially risk a big moment and then miss out on fucking SMX. I just can't see it happening.
Or the opposite happens, he finishes outside of the top 10. Yeah, that would also be crushing for him. So anyway, I would just like to see him not do it. But all good. I think apart from that, I've got really nothing else on the motocross to bring up. I don't think.
I just wish they would hurry up and announce all the teams for MX Nations.
So
I did hear that Sexton said he would say yes. Obviously, we know the Lawrence brothers are in, but who's our third rider?
It's got to be Webster.
And who's the rest of the team for USA?
So I've heard Deegan said yes, and so did Tomac. So if you've got Sexton, Deegan, and Tomac as your team, oh dang, oh dang,
shit! Aussies are going to have to work hard to get another fucking title.
America needs that team. They are on home soil.
Yeah.
Right. America needs that team.
Yeah. They are the three I would pick if I was taking the team.
Yeah. If you take
America, 100%.
If you take one of those Sexton or Tomac out, who then in America is going to be the next rider to jump in?
Well, if AP was healthy, you'd take him, but otherwise you'd have to say probably Justin Cooper at the moment.
Yeah. Other than that, and Coop's riding well. Justin Cooper is riding well. He probably deserves a look in as well. But
although RJ's beat him last 2 weeks, hasn't he? He's been fourth after Tomac.
Oh, dude. RJ's
how do you not? You'd have to throw RJ in there either as well because he's impressed immensely on that 450.
Yeah, without taking anything away from them. But if I've got Jet, Hunter, and then Webster as the Australian team, and they say, hey, look, our team's going to be Sexton, RJ, and another 250 other than Deegan, I'd be like, yeah, okay, we're good. You throw Deegan in the 250, and then you throw Sexton and Tomac. Ooh, yeah, I'm feeling the pinch. I'm feeling the pinch.
There's going to need some luck on start, some good starts on the Aussies, and to hopefully have some other luck come into play with other riders battling up there in between them. You know what I mean? A lot can go on with the way they score it, and you can drop around. But Sexton, Tomac, and Deegs at home on home soil, that's a tough ass to beat.
Yeah,
right, very tough.
So let's say Webster isn't for Australia. Consider the 250 rider. The only reason I'm choosing Webster is he's on Team Honda. They can all work in with each other. That's just my pick, right?
Yeah.
And then they were saying, Jed Bede and Webster, who's going to ride to get on the 250 race? Have they considered a 250 rider, a person that's on a 250, Kingsford perhaps, or somebody along those sorts of line? I know they're on a different brand of bike, and at the end of the day, they could get a bike if they needed to out of America. I'm sure Yamaha Australia's got ties in with Star or something. They could get a bike off, but if Webster's isn't going to do it for Australia, which I'm pretty sure he already says he will. Do you look down the lines of a 250 rider, or do you try and stick with the next best in line at the 450, which is, either Zach Watson or a Todd Waters? Fuck the way Todd rode that 250 at Rocky, geez, you'd consider him. So I don't know. It's Webster's, I think, is the fit at the minute. But if Webster's not, we still need a 250.
Who do you pick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would sort of be leaning towards Kingsford. Why not? Or go the younger Kingsford. He's on a Honda. Chuck him in there. Young as shit.
I mean, you've got Larwood, who's been pretty impressive as well.
Larwood.
On the 250, on the Honda. I think although Ferguson shined in the last couple of rounds too, but I don't know. I think if we do go back, we've got to probably give Webster the chance to defend the way he's riding, and I don't think he's going to be any slower than any of those blokes on a 250.
What about Owens or Cannon?
Well, yeah, that's true. Battling hard in the MXGP or EMX 250 class. Yeah. Putting it up there. They've probably got similar lap times. So
yeah. I would be, if America goes with Tomac, Sexton and Deegan, that's the dream team, right? You put those three together, it's going to be a tough beat. I would definitely be fingers crossed we get Webster on that 250. Which I think it's going to happen. We're going to get through these 2 rounds of Nationals without Webster getting injured. And then
I don't think they'll announce anything until the Nationals is over in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah.
Then they've probably already picked him and just not saying it. But yeah.
The Lawrence boys,
that hopefully he does go back there, and depends what he wants to do for the rest of the year too. I don't think he's a real big Supercross guy.
Webster?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so. He did a couple of rounds last year.
So it'd be good for him to go back to a 250 and then just concentrate on MX Nations.
Yeah.
And just moto on the 250 and get fluent on it again. But yeah. Or just go live at the compound with Jet and Hunter and ride one of their factory 250s for the next month and a half, 2 months.
Yeah. Do you see any Aussies going to America next year? Like, obviously, Jed Beaton's not going. He just signed a 2-year deal with CDR, with Dakar. But do you see Webster or anybody? I mean, if I was to pick one person from Australia, I know he's not Australian, but from Australia, the Australian series to go, it's Brady Connolly. Yeah. I do see him sort of venturing over there. I'm sure he has offers, right, to go to, if not America, potentially over into Europe. But like Brady Connolly, you would have to think Webster would have that avenue with your Reeve Konski. Would be he's got that race team in America that
he did do 2 races last year, didn't he? Over there, did Webster do 2 over there last year?
Yeah, the dude was fucking ripping.
Yeah. So who knows whether they get the opportunity to go over with your Riv, or does young Kingsford on the Yamaha end up over there? Or they try and put in more, try and get a title here first for another year or 2 before they start to push to go overseas, or...
Yeah. Well, after our last podcast, I spoke to a few people and they were saying to me, because we were talking about money in Australia, they don't make money.
Yeah.
Well, he was saying, well, you can. You can actually make good money in Australia on your dirt bike. Just not as many people do it, but you've got to be winning. If you're not winning, you ain't making shit. So, I guess that's the difference. In America, you could possibly be in that top 20 and still make. Oh yeah, I think in the Supercross, right? If you're in the main, you still
make good money.
You still get $2,000 or something just for making the main.
Yeah.
So, Anyway, it's a rabbit hole I don't want to go down. Any other news, man, around the moto? I see Tate Reid was one I had out injured, so not doing the race.
He's injured himself. I seen that the other day. So that's a bummer. I do see Reed's daughter's back on the bike though.
Oh, geez, that was quick. Yep.
Pretty sure there was a picture of her back on the bike. So on Instagram the other day. Yeah.
I've heard rumours too of Reed Taylor. He might be back in Australia for the Supercross.
Oh.
Not sure which team, but I think he's going to be doing the Indian, that Indian Supercross series as well. Most of them go over and do. I think he's going to be doing that. And I've also heard rumours of Westy coming back too for the Australian Supercross series.
Nice.
He's one rider, Brad, that I'd like to see come back and have a go at it.
Yep.
Because he's done really well in America. I believe he has, especially in the Supercross where he was battling the LCQs and making mains. That's awesome for him. And his younger brother Jason too, he hasn't been holding back on these CQs and stuff. That dude can rip.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, he was beating Bo. To beat Bo at Rocky, that's a tough ass,
Yeah.
So Jason's another one to watch. I don't know if he does, where he is at Supercross wise, but I have heard rumours that potentially they could be coming back. Brad coming back to Australia to race that Supercross series. So I'd like to see him do a motocross series over here, but depends what sort of money you're getting and how you get looked after over there. So, interesting to see. So that's just some rumours that I've heard around. So.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens in the next couple of weeks.
Yep.
Try and get some more info out of a few of them and let it loose on the podcast.
I've got some good info. I've got some really good info that we can't put on the podcast yet, which I'll tell you later on after the podcast. I think I'll get killed if I was to announce it, but it's cool. I've got some. Yeah, hopefully I'll wait for them to bring that out, and it's going to be really cool. So I won't give too much away until it's announced, but Other than that, not sort of my area to say. So, this particular person's told me stuff, which I don't really want to say, just in case it's not announced yet. So
awkward.
I never actually asked him if I could say anything, but I'll leave it.
And then you're on the shit list for info every time after that.
yeah. So, but other than that, I think I'm done. I'm ready for bed.
Yep. Well, let's just say massive congratulations to all the winners of the Queensland Championship Series. Two special ones was Vossi and Trent. Good on you, lads.
Yeah,
holding up some plates the other day, and especially with some of the adversity in the last round that Trent went through on his media post the other day about his bike having wiring issues, and they were up half the night fixing it before the last round on Sunday. So, good work, lads, and to everyone else out there that won a title, well done.
Yeah,
and we'll see you all next time.
Peace out.
Hopefully I'll have big Jacky D back.
Big Jacky D.